Have you ever wondered how someone could steal more than $100 million worth of diamonds from one of the most secure vaults in the world without setting off a single alarm? It sounds like a plot of a Hollywood movie, but this actually happened. In February of 2003, a team of professional thieves pulled off what many still call the greatest diamond heist in history. They defeated 10 separate layers of security, slipped into a vault that experts believe was impossible to crack, and disappeared with a fortune in diamonds, gold, jewelry, and other priceless valuables. There were no witnesses, no violent confrontation, no smashed doors, almost no evidence. For a brief moment, it looked like the perfect crime. But just days later, a simple mistake changed everything. A half-eaten salami sandwich, carelessly strewn in the woods, became the clue that unraveled one of the most daring robberies ever committed. This is the incredible story of the Antwerp Diamond Heist. Antwerp is a quiet city in Belgium, but behind its peaceful street lies the heart of the global diamond industry. For decades, roughly 80 to 85% of the world's rough diamonds have passed through this city, making it one of the most valuable places on earth. At the center of it all stood the Antwerp Diamond Center. Hidden 2 floors beneath the building was a vault that many believed was completely untouchable. It wasn't protected by just one security system, it had layer after layer of defense. There were infrared heat sensors designed to detect body temperature, motion detectors, seismic sensors capable of sensing the slightest vibration, magnetic field detectors, reinforced steel doors, surveillance cameras, and an incredibly complex combination lock with around 100 million possible combinations. Security experts were confident that no thief could ever make it through all of these obstacles. But they underestimated one thing: patience. The mastermind behind the operation wasn't interested in forcing his way inside. He wanted to belong there. His name was Leonardo Notarbartolo, an experienced Italian thief from Turin who had already built a reputation for sophisticated robberies across Europe. Instead of planning a dramatic break-in, he rented an office inside the Antwerp Diamond Center. To everyone around him, he appeared to be an ordinary diamond merchant. For more than 2 years, he quietly studied the building. He watched the guards, he learned their routines, he examined every entrance, every hallway, and every security measure. At one point, he even secretly recorded part of the security system using a hidden camera. Little by little, he discovered a weakness that nobody else had noticed. Once he understood the building, he assembled a team of specialists. Each member had a specific role. One was an expert in alarm and electronics, another specialized in locks and mechanical systems, a trusted associate acted as a lookout and communication support, and then there was a mysterious king of keys, a legendary key forger whose true identity has never been confirmed. Together, they planned every detail. There would be no improvisation. Everything would have been rehearsed long before the night of the robbery. Finally, on Valentine's Day weekend in February 2003, the crew put their plan into action. The timing wasn't random. The building security procedures were slightly more relaxed that weekend, giving them a narrow opportunity. One by one, they defeated each security system. To confuse the infrared sensors, they sprayed them with ordinary hairspray. To block motion detectors, they carefully placed a piece of styrofoam in exactly the right position. Security cameras were covered. Forged keys unlocked doors that should never have been opened. Years of observation allowed them to move confidently through the building without attracting suspicion. Eventually, they reached the vault. Inside were 160 safe deposit boxes. The thieves opened 123 of them. They filled bags with loose diamond, polished stone, jewelry, gold, cash, and beer bonds. No single alarm sounded. No security guard interrupted them. Hours later, they simply walked away. When employees returned to work on Monday morning, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The vault looked almost untouched. There were no broken locks, no shattered glass, no obvious sign of forced entry, yet row after row of deposit boxes stood empty. Millions upon millions of dollars had vanished. Investigator was stunned. The thief had left almost nothing behind. It seemed impossible to identify who had done it. For a while, it appeared the criminal had committed the perfect crime. But perfection has a way of falling apart over the smallest mistake. After escaping with a stolen valuable, part of the crew stopped near a wooded area outside Brussels. They threw away several bags of trash. Inside were food wrappers, videotapes, and a half-eaten salami sandwich. The next day, a local property owner discovered the abandoned garbage and contacted the police. Investigators examined every piece of evidence. The sandwich contained DNA. When they analyzed it, the results pointed directly to Leonardo Notarbartolo. As if that mistake wasn't enough, only 5 days after the robbery, Notarbartolo returned to the Antwerp Diamond Center, hoping to appear innocent. Detectives were already waiting for him. Another clue sealed the case. A grocery receipt recovered from the discarded trash led investigator to surveillance footage showing another member of the crew purchasing the exact same food. Piece by piece, police identified the group. The media would later nickname them the School of Turin. One after another, arrests followed. In 2005, Leonardo Notarbartolo was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Several accomplices received prison sentences as well, but one man remained a mystery. The King of Keys disappeared without a trace. To this day, investigators had never publicly identified him. Yet the biggest mystery wasn't who committed the crime. It was what happened to the diamonds. Despite years of investigation, only a tiny fraction of stolen valuables had been ever recovered. Notarbartolo insists that the official story is wrong. According to him, the robbery was actually worth much less than the reported $100 million, and he claimed a mysterious diamond dealer hired the crew before quietly disappearing with the most of the loot. Authorities had never accepted that explanation. Many investigators still believe the missing diamonds are hidden somewhere waiting to be discovered. More than 20 years later, nobody knows where they are. And perhaps that's why the Antwerp Diamond Heist continued to fascinate the world. It wasn't just an incredible robbery, it was a masterclass in patience, planning, and precision. It proved that even the strongest security system can be defeated, not always by force, but by intelligence. And in the end, after years of preparation and one of the boldest thefts in history, everything began to unravel because of something so ordinary: a forgotten sandwich. Sometimes history isn't changed by a massive explosion or dramatic shootouts. Sometimes it's changed by a single careless bite. If you like and enjoy the story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more of the world's most unbelievable true crime cases. Let me know in the comments what do you think really happened to the missing diamonds, and I will see you in the next story. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, thanks for watching.